everyone, today's video is one I'm really excited to make. So usually every single season, at the beginning of a new season, I feel like my hair is kind of crazy. That's okay, we're just going with it. At the beginning of every season, I usually make a video of all the products I've hit pan on, but I realized I haven't made one I'm pretty sure this entire year, and I usually don't make one in the winter either. So I think it's been like almost a year since you've seen what I've hit pan on. So I decided to update you. I will say that almost unlike every single video like this I make, I end up forgetting something. I'm like, oh gosh, I forgot about this. But I dug through my collection. Hello, this is Hippocampus if you don't know. Hey baby boy. He just feels like he hasn't been on in a while and he would like to say hello. I feel like I said, I almost always forget something, but I dug through my collection, which is in a little bit of like an unorganized area, like situation right now, because I've kind of pulled things out so I can do my Project 10 uses, which I'm really enjoying. This look is all Project 10 uses, and I love it. I wasn't gonna film today. I woke up and I was like, I don't really know that I have something I want to film today. And then I did this look and I was like, all right, what are we filming? Because I gotta show this because I am just loving it. It's the Electric palette and then this MAC Dazzle shadow in Shine, which it's not completely opaque. I probably should have used a glitter glue, but I had already started when I realized that, so we're just going with it. But yeah, feeling what I've got going on, and you know, it's still Corona, so I'm only wearing eye makeup because I wear a face mask anyway. So let's just get into it and talk about all the products I've hit pan on. I really like doing these videos because I can see the progress I'm making on my makeup. I was really into project panning for a while, and I've kind of stepped back on that, and I don't regret it. I realize I enjoy putting on my makeup so much more. Even though I am focusing pretty intently on my Project 10 uses items, I'm still like playing with everything else. I don't feel guilty about, using other things, and I'm just really having fun with my makeup right now. I'm just really enjoying it. So a lot of these I made progress on through project panning, but some of them I just naturally hit pan, and I'm kind of excited now that I've again taken a step back from project panning, how many other items am I just gonna naturally hit pan on? Like I have one that I just naturally hit pan on, and I'll show you that one. And a couple of them I really like I guess you won't know any other way. I'm really excited about this one because this shade Shattered, this is the Urban Decay Ammo palette, has been in these updates for a while, but look, it's all gone. So now it's not in this update. So I just feel like it's a good way to kind of track my progress. How am I using up my makeup? Am I really, seeing what I like? So let's go ahead and just get into it. So for the Tarte Pro Palette, this one I've had for a while. My fiance now gave it to me a few Christmases ago when we still gave each other Christmas presents. And I have pan on this shade Edgy, which is just a nice warm brown. I feel like a lot of this palette I kind of have a hard time with blending as well as I want, but I have pan right there, and I'm excited by that. And I hit that in a project pan. Almost all of these I hit in a project pan. Then I have the Tarte Magic Star palette, which I got in 2017. It was the Christmas palette from 2017. I think I might be one of 3 people that bought it, but I really like this palette. And this shade, Getaway, I have a good amount of pan on. I hit that pan in a project pan doing my entire makeup collection project pan. But I also have dips in a lot of these shades. I really like it when I can look at a palette and I see the usage. That's one of the reasons I like this Project 10 uses pan, project I'm doing, because I can see, I can have more makeup that looks used, and I like that. So then I have this NYX Cream Blush. For a long time, I've done the cream products, powder, and then cream products, then like a translucent powder, and then the corresponding powder products over it. But that's just a lot. And obviously I'm not wearing face makeup right now anyway, but I think I'm gonna be getting away from that because that's just a lot, and it makes me look extremely made up every day. And obviously, if you look at my eyes, I don't mind looking extremely made up every day, but I think for me, and just like my personal preferences, I think like having super made up eyes is not a big deal, but having a lot on the cheeks, to me, I just don't love that look as much personally. But this is the cream brush in the shade Natural. People loved these for a really long time. I don't think NYX makes them anymore, but this one's really great. And I want to say I didn't hit pan on this in a project pan. I want to say I just naturally hit pan on it. I've had pan on that for a long time. This is kind of a cheater product, but whatever. So this is the Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Rodeo Dry. It looks like I've just loved this to pieces. What actually happened is this shattered and broke into a million pieces, but there's still like a decent amount around the edges and I can still use this. So I kept it. So it looks like I got a lot of progress on this when I really didn't. It just broke. This mug brings me so much joy. I know I use it a lot, but it just makes me so happy. I'm so excited to get married. I'm so excited. Next I have a Colourpop Super Shock. And I know that these are really easy to hit pan on, but I did. So I'm going to tell you about it. And this is the shade Slave to Pink, and I love this shade. It will stain your eyelids. I'll go ahead and let you know that. But it's gorgeous. Anytime I'm like, I just want to feel as me as possible, this shade is incorporated into the look. Because a pink and purple look is just my favorite. It just is, as you can tell from today. But just like in general, I love to play with color. I love to do lots of different looks. But pink and purple, generally my favorite. Then I have the Galactic Beauty Chic Shine. I hit pan on this naturally, and then I made a lot more progress in a project pan. And look at that. That's got a lot of progress. I don't have that much left in it. It is getting harder and harder to use. I think it's well past its 12-month little suggested shelf life. But, you know, it still works fine. Then I have this guy, and this Besame Snow White collection, I know it was like, was that in 2018, 2017? It's been a long while, but it's so pretty. It just is. Besame does beautiful packaging and makeup. And this is the cream blush that came in that collection. I've made a lot of progress. I do feel like it's super true to Snow White, and I like it. And I did, I want to say similarly to the Galactic, I hit pan on this naturally, and then I've made more progress thanks to a project pan. Let's talk about this. So this is my Urban Decay Smoke palette. This they don't make anymore, but I really like it, and I've enjoyed using it a lot. And so I hit pan on this shade Freestyle solely because of a project pan, and then like the past couple of days, I hit pan in this shade Backdoor. And I did that because this is my brow shade most days. I try to play with other brow shades, but I just love the way this one specifically looks on my eyes. So I have that on my brows today. I also end up going into Blackout. That's my my black liner that you see. It's Blackout. But yeah, isn't that pretty? And I'm just so excited that I have pan in 2 of these shades. This palette definitely looks really loved, and I like that. All right, then I have this Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Hippo. You just saw Hippo. That's what we really call Hippocampus. We call him Hippo most of the time. Or Hips, or Chippo, or many different permutations of his name, Hippocampus. But when I saw something called Hippo, I had to have it because I have a Hippo, and I just love him. If they had something called Kanga, Kanga's my other dog. She's right here taking a little nappy now. I'd have to buy that too. So this is a beautiful purpley highlighter. I've got to swatch this. Anytime I wear this highlighter, I get so many compliments. That sounds really conceited. It's not about me. It's about the highlighter. Do y'all see that? It's just so natural. I love a really natural highlight. And it's so beautiful. It blends into the skin so nicely. I really like that one. Next, we have this. This combo might be my favorite. It's definitely my favorite blush I own. Maybe my favorite highlighter. It's up there. It's not very natural. But this is the MAC Nutcracker Suite in the shade Tutu. This broke. So that's how I have pan. It's cheater pan. You can actually like see the grid outline on this blush. I love this blush and this highlighter. I wasn't really gonna swatch today, but like let's just do it. So there they are, and you can see this blush, it's super natural looking, and you're like, well, that doesn't really do much. On the cheeks, it does everything I want a blush to do. And then that highlighter, it's very reflective, but I guess it's the shade is probably just such a good match for my skin. As you can tell, Again, I have no makeup on besides my eye makeup. I do have a cooler tone skin tone. I do have a cool skin tone. Cooler tone skin tone sounds really redundant. So having like like an almost icy champagne. I don't know. It's a very unique shade, and I really love it. And I think it looks nice on my skin. Then I have two of these that like people died over, and then they stopped making them. These are the Maybelline color tattoos. They might have a couple of shades, but like these are just not a thing anymore. But I have pan on both of mine. Let me show you. So we have bold gold and inked in pink. I use these all the time, and I really like them. And I know people are like, they dry out. Can we just be honest? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think I got bold gold. I know I was an undergrad. I might have been in high school. I might have been in high school. I don't know. It's been forever. I graduated high school in 2011. I graduated undergrad in 2015. There's my diploma. Right there. So, it's been a long time that I've owned these. Or owned the gold one at least. The pink one's newer. But, like, when they start to dry out, I just mix them up. And they still have enough oil, and they work really well, and I love the way they look. So there you go. This is my palette that definitely has the most use of any of them. This is the Loreal Beauty and the Beast Tailors all this time. I love a Disney palette. I've got two more to show you today. And I did a pan that palette with this palette, and I hit pan in every shade, and then I used up one, and I decided to call it quits. But I still use this. I actually made a look with this like a couple of days ago. So this shade, Enchanting, is completely gone. This shade, Inner Beauty, has just the tiniest annoying amount. But everything else has pan. Most of them have like actually pretty decent pan, which makes me happy. I love this palette still. I think it's super high quality. I was using something. Oh, I think it was, I was using a couple of palettes. I was using this, this Beauty Treats palette and the Kat Von D Mi Vita Loco, which I'm going to show you in a second. And I just felt like they weren't blending, and I was like, is all of my makeup just so old that it's just going to crap? And I was having like the lowest key, most like the least dramatic existential makeup crisis, because I was like, oh my gosh, everything I have is crap now. And it's not. It's just those shades just aren't blending as well as they used to. This still is, and it's beautiful, and I love it. Then I have this, another Disney palette, the Sephora Minnie Mouse collection. I love Disney makeup. And every time there's something Disney, I'm super tempted to just buy it. But I don't want to do that. I'm trying to be good about that, because I definitely have some Disney makeup that I have that like I don't really use. But this palette is really great. And I have a lot of pan on this shade Miss Minnie, which is a very nice red. I'm super close to hitting pan on Ex-Boyfriend as well, I think. So yeah, I like this palette. I think it's very good. Then I hit all of the progress I made on this palette was thanks to a project pan as well. This is the Paula's Choice Blush It On Contour palette. They don't make this anymore, but it's a really nice palette. It's got like a nice range of shades. And you can see this shade Soft Mauve I've almost used up. Blush is so hard to use up, but I really like this bronzer as well, and this highlighter is pretty good, and it's got a nice dip in it. And then these other blush shades I like too. I like a matte blush usually, though I'm kind of like dipping my toe into some of the shimmery blushes I already own. I'm not buying more. I just already have them. Or I guess I should, okay, so that's kind of a lie. I'm dipping my toe into the idea of shimmery blushes is what I should really say, because I haven't worn blush since March because we've been quarantined, and then I wear a face mask anytime I leave the house, and so I don't wear a full face of makeup. Just wear eye makeup because I love eye makeup. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in 102 Tantric. So little left. I did make this progress naturally, and then it went into a project pan, so I made more. But I had pan on it naturally. It's a pretty good bronzer. I know people love the Marc Jacobs bronzers. I don't think that's the shade that they love, but they just love them in general. This is about to have its time to shine, and I'm really excited about it. This is the Vice 4 palette. I got this when I was in my master's program because I decided I needed to buy like every holiday palette that came out this year. I want to say this was the year of it was either 2015 or 2016. I can't remember. Because I started my master's in 2015. So, I have pan on this shade called Flame. And this shade is everything I could ever dream of in an orange glitter shade. I like it in the crease. I know you're supposed to wear matte in the crease. That's what I say to that. I love it in the crease. I love it on the lid. It's just like beautiful, glittery scrumptiousness. And come fall, mainly come Halloween, this shade gets its day to shine. We're gonna decorate for Halloween this weekend. I could not be more excited. Usually September 1st, we take out all of our Halloween stuff and put it up. But Data Collection has put a huge constraint on my extra time, so we haven't been able to do that yet. But today is September 4th, and we're gonna start decorating for Halloween tonight because I finished my Data Collection yesterday, which was so great. And I'm gonna start wearing this shade a lot because I love it. I just love it. It's everything I want. Then I have the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca, and I have pan in this shade called Skulls. I still like this palette. I do. I don't like Kat Von D so much, but I just think this palette is just like a great palette. I really love it. But I have pan on that shade Skulls, which I know I hit thanks to a project pan. I have the Bon Jovi, the Balm Rockstar Balm Jovi palette, and I have pan on this shade Adagio. This is in my current 10 uses project, and it's getting old. Oh my gosh. So I just noticed, I don't think that's fungus. So there are these cream lip products. Can y'all see? It looks like there's like sand in it. We're not going to use those. Those are gross. But it is getting old, and a lot of these shades are becoming really powdery. I'm not sure I'm going to keep it that much longer, honestly. And while I used to love this color combination, it doesn't speak to me as much anymore. I don't know. We'll make that decision in the project, but I have pan on the shade Adagio, and that's kind of the point of this video. Then I have this Stila Eyes Are the Window Body Palette. This is not the best palette, really, but I love, it's like the perfect size for me to hold, and this whole like front half is a mirror, so like while I'm doing my makeup, this is like the best mirror that I own, so I like it for that. Inside, I like this shade, Pink Diamond. I like that one pretty well. But a lot of these shades, like this is the one that like I want to work really nicely. And it's just not as impactful as I would like, and it can get really powdery and patchy on the lids. But I have pan in this shade, which is Emerald. I don't know why they called that Emerald, because emeralds are definitely green, but I didn't name it. I'm just using it. And then the last palette I have pan on is another Disney eyeshadow palette. Maybe that's what I should do, is like just when they have Disney eyeshadow palettes that come out, is purchase those and not worry about getting the whole collection. Maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. I'll have to see. There's no Disney makeup out right now that I know of. The Dose of Colors Minnie Mouse palette I can still get at my Ulta, but I don't really, like, it's not great to me. Also, if you know, I am trying to really stop buying from mainstream brands and stop buying from mainstream brands and start buying from more indie brands. So that's also going to help. Also, I just realized you can see the window through John's mirror. Just scoot over a little bit. There you go. Look at that. Solved that problem. So then we have the Alice in Wonderland palette. I have paint on the shade Hatter, which I really like. I still like this palette. I think it's a cool collection of shades. It's got a lot of neutral, but a lot of color that works together, and I really like them. I just do. All right, so that is all of the pan I have in my collection right now. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy seeing the progress I've made on the makeup I have. I don't want to be, I don't know how. So I don't want to be a project panner anymore, and I don't want that to be like my main focus of my channel. And I do YouTube as a hobby. Like, it's not my job. I'm a PhD student. I'm a scientist. That's like, that's everything to me, and it's what makes me the happiest in my life. But I do enjoy my YouTube channel a lot. It's a great hobby. But I have noticed a lot of people stopped watching me because I said I was going to stop panning. And that kind of like almost makes me want to say I'm going to start panning again. But I'm not. I'm not. I don't want, you know, I want YouTube to be fun and for me. And I don't want it to be like this thing where I try to put on this facade or do all these things for other people. Like, that's not the point of it. So I'm not going to start project panning again. I am doing my project 10 uses, which I've really enjoyed. I've thought about doing maybe like a year project pan next come 2021, but I don't know. I have to play with it. But yeah, I am happy to see the progress I have on my collection. I still have so much though. So that's okay. We'll see. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful and exciting, and you got to see a lot of project with pan. So if you're like me, that might get you going. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any, oh excuse me, I just had a coffee burp. Any questions, requests, suggestions, or comments, go ahead and leave those down below, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.